Good afternoon. I'm just going to turn off my sound on the computer and wait for myself to populate over here. This might be a little awkward for a replay crew, but sometimes there's a little bit of a lag in the beginning, and I want to make sure that we're catching ourselves up. There you are. Hi guys, I've been talking to myself about nothing for a second, so don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Welcome. We've got a few people in here. Hi Shell. Hi Janelle. Hi Rebecca and Sadie. Becoming a Green Stalker is in here. Hello. So, for those of you who are new or just were otherwise unaware, I like to go live once every season. This is our winter live stream, and it always coincides with one of our Q&As, which we always do once a season as well. And at the end of our Q&As, we like to do a little bit of a giveaway, and I never announce it as far as like the title of the video, because that always draws in scammers. So you have to make it to the end of the Q&A to know how to enter the giveaway. This time we are giving away some hand warmers, some electric hand warmers. I got a couple sets of these for Christmas, and I've got them all over the place. They're going in my kidding kit for sure. Even though it's not cold here, the kids are very interested in what's going on. Can you see Mommy up there?
Yeah. Can we make tea?
Yeah, you can make tea. That's like their whole thing. When Mommy's on a live stream, they want to make tea. I don't know what it is, but that's what they do. So they're off to do that. But yes, this is awesome. And I want to give a pair of these away. It was based on the coldest temp that you guys had in the recent past. So I'm going to go ahead and get straight to the giveaway just to respect everybody's time and be respectful of replay crew as well. So I already have it loaded, and I'm going to pull you over here, and then we can do a little bit of a Q&A after. I didn't charge my phone, so I can't stay on super long tonight. Plus I need to make dinner. But here we have the random comment picker. I do have the link already in here, so we'll paste that in. That's the YouTube video. And remember, the comment has to have some kind of temperature. We're talking about temperature in order to enter. So we won't include replies because that's just me replying to you guys. All right, so there's 139 unique comments, and we're going to pick a winner. Again, the winner has to have talked about the low temp in order to win. There we go, Little Creek Homestead. This one was actually really recent. -1 Fahrenheit with feels like of -11 here in southern Missouri. I moved down here to get away from the frigid cold. I guess that didn't work out as expected. So Little Creek, email me, SageAndStoneHomestead@gmail.com, all spelled out. Let me know your address. It's the only thing I need. And I will ship them to you straight from Amazon. So, congrats. Hopefully the hand warmers help you. I know it's probably warm in Missouri right now. I went in the greenhouse earlier, and it was 80 degrees. 80 degrees. And now all the sides are down still. I've left them down all winter because the fans are so nice that they're able to really, really cool it down. But I only had one of the end wall doors open, and so it wasn't enough to really keep it like a sane temperature for brassicas. 80 is not horrible. You start getting a little bit higher than that, and too many days of that can definitely send them into bolting. So I opened up the other end wall door, and that brought it down a lot. So I'm pretty sure Little Creek will, if they're not on the replay, I'll be able to get their attention, which is nice. Sometimes people don't see the replay, and I'm not able to get a hold of them, but it is always nice when that can happen, that we can actually give the thing away. So this is my mug, okay? There's only one of these, but for those of you that did the pre-order, the pre-orders came in. I had to order more shipping boxes. I was not prepared, but they're all packed now, and I need to print out the labels and get them going. Now, the last time I had a drop on the website of different things, hats and whatever, I sent them out. It was like December 8th or something, and our post office had things sitting at the post office for 8 whole days. And then, I don't know, they moved everybody's stuff all around the country. Some stuff came 5 weeks late. So I'm going to bypass that particular post office and take these things up to the next county myself, or the next town, same county, next town, myself, And tomorrow it's torrential downpour. So the earliest I can go is Friday because I can't carry all of the mugs out of my car at once, and I'm not making trips in the rain. I'd probably ruin the labels anyway. So this weekend, be on the lookout for your tracking. It'll trickle in tomorrow. I'll be working on that as it's raining, and then Friday, but maybe Saturday they'll go out. So very excited about that. They came in on time. Hopefully we can beat the goats giving birth, because that's another thing too. But if I'm happen to be like incapacitated with, dealing with a goat birth, Levi can take them in. So no worries. So guys, what's going on? Do you guys have any questions? Right now, no goats look like they are imminently going to give birth, but a lot of the mini La Manchas, their udders are getting bigger every day. And really, Tori, I'm still thinking Tori's going to go first. No, I don't normally go outside on these lives, Shell. These kind of lives need a lot more of my attention than the members' lives, because there's a lot more people. So I do have some extra. I'm going to go ahead and go through and print everything off and put the labels on, and just to make sure exactly how many extra I have. I do have a wait list for extras, and I'll be going down that list based on the date that the person got on the wait list. So I've got to go in order. There's, as far as I know, there's only a couple, like 2. So I know I have more people waiting than I have extras of. Actually, this particular one is not going because as I was taking it out of the box, this is pretty sharp. These are handmade in, I think, Wisconsin. Sunset Hill Stoneware. I could feel immediately that this one wasn't going to be one that I was willing to send out. So this one is going to stay here with me. It was just not, they didn't round it off properly before firing, and there's a sharp edge right there. And I want you guys, these are not cheap, and I really appreciate you guys purchasing them. So I want to make sure that they're all perfect. So all of the ones, I had ordered extra just in case something like that happened. So all the ones that are going out are up to snuff. This guy's not, so it's going to hang out with me, and I may drink out of it, but that one does not have, it's not going to have as nice of a mouthfeel as, see, that's just more round. I don't know if you can even tell. There's like almost a raw edge on this one, so I nixed that one. Oh, it would be so cool to be drinking coffee out of your mug for the goat babies. We'll see. They could all go at once. You'll at least have it for some of the standard goats. Tori, I don't know if Tori is close. Her due date, so she was bred September 9th. So I thought she was the first one bred, but thank goodness I actually took notes in my phone. She wasn't. She was one of the last ones bred, but because she is more Nigerian dwarf than La Mancha, I have her date down at 145 days versus like 150. So 145 days for Tori is this Saturday. It's the 1st. And she does look like she's going to be the one to go first. The little otter is so cute, but it's definitely filling up. It's definitely getting tighter, and her ligaments are definitely starting to soften. So I'm really excited for it. I've been watching like a hawk on my camera, and I'm obviously going down there and getting my hands on them twice a day. And so far, so good. No one's going to give birth tonight, I do not think, but I will be watching my camera before I go to bed, just to make sure no one's acting suspicious. I haven't been locking anybody up or anything. They're just going to be out with the herd. It's not cold. If it was cold, I may start kind of locking her up at night so that if she happened to kid, she would kid somewhat close to a heat lamp. But I don't think it's necessary right now. Like I said, it's very warm. Right now it says 59. And I don't know if we're going to even freeze. Yeah, we're under a flood watch because of the rain tomorrow. I wasn't kidding when I said it's gonna rain. So I laid down almost all of the bags of the pine pellets in the barn extension. So we'll really get to see how they hold up. I will let you know. Am I going to plant sweet potatoes this year? Not sweet potatoes, but I'm going to do white potatoes. I actually have a bunch of them on the floor over here in a box, and they're all starting to grow eyes. And it's not time to put them out yet, so hopefully they hold out for me. But I will do regular potatoes, because my kids didn't used to like regular potatoes. This year they really have. Like they've really gotten a liking for them. So many onions. Yes, the members know I have talked about that with them. I ordered a ton of onions from Dixondale because I need something that's going to help me get out a lot of the nitrogen. Woo, this is bunny hair. A lot of the nitrogen that is in too much quantity, I think, in the raised bed garden in the greenhouse. I did just buy a soil test kit. I plan to do that on a video, but right now my brain is on goats. So we'll see. I may be forced to do that video before before a kidding video if the goats make me wait. I also need to plant my garlic. We're at time for that. Shady Hollow, Utah. 2 of mine are due February 23rd, and I can't wait. At least yours will be here before that so I can get my kid fix. Right now, Full Moon Creamery is kidding as well. And so they've got Nubians, and she's been posting their births. She just posted another one today. So get your kid fix over there too. Is Monty still doing a good job? Yes, Monty and Mozzie are very good mousers. Very good at hunting. Our fluffy cat Colby, he's kind of a freeloader. He will steal the rodents from the other goats though, or the other cats.
He's so cute.
Are those sprayers going by? So the locals, we live in the middle of big ag country, and all day long, big equipment has been going by. So all the farmers are preparing to plant already. And I don't blame them. Like, they're just getting the fields ready. I don't know when they're going to do it. They're not planting anything like wheat right now because they would have done that at the end of last year. So they usually don't plant until April, but it looks like they're getting things ready, which is exciting. Oh, yes, I didn't see the comment. Hold on. I'm just looking at what Heather McCarthy said about one of our kids got bit by one of our Livestock Guardians, and we don't have him anymore. So I never talked about it on the channel, but we did have 2 Livestock Guardians at one time. We have Buster now, and we've had Buster for longer than we had Mars. And Mars, I'm just going to guess that we didn't train him properly. Like, it's probably our fault why the thing happened that happened, and he did bite one of our children, so we do not have him anymore. You'll see him in some of the older videos, and a lot of people are going back and viewing the older videos, and they're like, what happened to that dog? That is the answer. It was a hard time. Did the little bunny you had to feed make it? Yes, and my daughter had to feed him again today, so hopefully he makes it. There might be something up with that kit and not being strong enough to really get a lot of milk, and at a certain point, it won't be worth babying him. Hopefully, we can get him strong enough on his own. But I don't know if that one's going to make it necessarily. He was okay today. But when we went in the nest box to look at it, all the other ones were doing a lot of popcorn. They're like twice as big as him. And he was just sort of squirming on the bottom. He has a nice full belly, but yeah, baby.
Are we going to get a new dog?
Yeah. We will get another one.
I miss Mars. He was adorable.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny to name him. I really liked him because whenever you called for him, he just run along.
Yeah, Mars did come when called.
I had to shake the bowl for a few minutes.
Uh-huh. Go drink your tea. I'll be with you guys soon. Mom is on her live stream. Which one is kidding? I don't have anybody kidding right now. Oh, you see Tater? All you folks with a hoof stamped by your name, y'all should join the membership. Yes. If you see the hoof prints, those are our members of different colors, signify how long they have been a member of the channel. It's a fun time. What the membership is it just gives you some bonus content, and some of that is like live streams of the goat births. So once the goats go into the kidding stall, I will let everybody know on the community tab here on YouTube just for the public, but then for the members, they'll get the live stream started up. I always go down there with my camera anyways and take a regular video, but that's a really fun time. And we have a members Discord, and we have some like behind the scenes things that you guys get to know stuff ahead of time and things, so it's fun. There is a join. I don't know if you can see it here, but there should be a join button, and I don't even know how to pretend to share that with you, but sometimes I've got to remember how to do it. I get so many per month that I can give away. Tater's funny. You guys, he's the class clown. Okay, let me see if I can figure it out. Membership gifting. There we go. So I can give away 10 total, and it'll do 5 at a time. So go ahead and do 5. And you don't have to be present on the stream in order to win the membership. There we go. And then there's one more. I can do one more group of 5. Oops, that's not it. Membership gifting. There we go. So that's as many as YouTube will let me give away. And it's random. There we go. We've got Brenda back. Ooh, Jennifer. Okay, I recognize a lot of these names. Welcome. It's a good time to be a member. There's Misty. Hello, and Darling and Grit. Oh, someone had asked in a video where Colby was. Hi.
Here.
Come here. He's the freeloader. Say hi. He's not keen for me. Like, he loves Molly.
He also likes.
But he could do without me for whatever reason. That's probably why you don't see him very much on video, because he just doesn't. He never has. Ever since he was a kitten, he didn't want to be around me. Don't let me run you over. So. Oh, becoming a green stalker. I'm usually pretty good at figuring out typos. I can't figure that one out. I'm not sure how to join. Let me see if I can find the link. Because there's a link. Become a member. Here we go. Yep. And I'll put that in the chat, and you should be able to see that.
Cheddar's cute.
You've got Cheddar too? Okay. There's Ched. He's getting big. Okay, this is the membership link. And all the tiers have the same perks. So everybody gets the same thing. Hello, Kim from Iowa. Is everybody else unseasonably warm? I know not everyone is, but there's like a big pocket right in the middle of the United States. Super warm. When you put up the membership thing, what do you do to get it? What do I do to get it, rather? You mean for gifting? You have to opt in. So I can't exactly remember how it works to opt into memberships, but if you Google how to opt into a YouTube membership, it'll show you. There's a couple things that you need to do in order to receive gifts, because they don't just randomly give it. If you don't want a membership, they won't, but you have to opt in for it. It is $2.99. That is, I believe that's the cheapest, or that was the cheapest that they suggested. I can't remember. Very warm today in Lawrence County, Tennessee. Yep. Yeah, Sarah's going to be under a flood warning. We are too. Barely. The county right south of us is not under a flood warning. There's a little bit more hills and things right south of us. We're pretty flat, so it's going to be fun. The grounds aren't exactly saturated, but they're not super dry either. And if it comes down fast, it'll run right off. 58 in Western Kentucky. Yes, it is. Can confirm. Last week there was snow here in Louisiana, and now it's 50 to 70 this week. Oh my goodness. Hopefully everyone is staying healthy through that, as those are big swings. It's not warm here in New Jersey. I know, aren't y'all getting snow soon? I was watching Ryan Hall earlier. He was talking about snow for Maine. That's where I'm from. I'm originally from Maine. And they're used to that, though. They can handle it. Morse, Homestead, and Rabbitry, 14 degrees. No. It's not warm in the UK either. What time is it there, Lisa? I am not good with time zones outside the United States. I can barely handle the time zones in the United States. 37 in New Mexico. So, yeah. Does anybody have any questions that you want answered? I know we just did the Q&A, and I must have missed some, because I saw other people answering some things. Bless you, child. That was a good burp. 3 feet of snow in north central Washington. Wow. Is that normal? I know that certain areas, especially, now this isn't the case for Washington, but those areas that get the lake effect snow over by the Great Lakes, oh my goodness. It's a lot. Are any of my messages going through? I see you, Feral Farm Girl. Now I don't have live chat going, I have top chat going, so I might not have seen all of them. Now I've fixed it. There's a little toggle on the top where you can either see messages that YouTube thinks are important or all of the messages. And all of the messages is live chat. You might try closing it out and coming back in, like closing the whole app and then coming back in to see if that helps. Hello, Sarah. Did you notice you have a hoof print now? And the other Sarah, there's 2 Sarahs now. What? Oh, on a movie. Yes. 2 feet of snow. Oh my gosh. Silky Eggs. So that is Katie. Katie has Silky Eggs incubating. Katie, did you get all your other eggs in too, or just Silkies? So our Silky, we had a Silky, and then I realized I didn't see the Silky anymore. I have no idea where she is. We don't have Betty anymore. I have not a hide nor hair of her. I don't know what happened. Was your husband stationed in Topeka when he was in the military? We were at Fort Riley. We were in Kansas for 2 years. We were. When are you getting my seeds for the spring? So I think I don't need any. I did buy, what did I buy? I know I bought tons of onion bulbs. I have tubers. I've got potatoes over there. But I have all the seeds for all the tomatoes that I need. I have the seeds for, I'm just planting some spaghetti squash. I have seeds for all of the chicken and dumplings, cow peas and things, black-eyed peas. I'm going to do my Belgian giant tomatoes. I think I'm good. And I've got a lot of seeds for Christmas. Like, thank you, everyone. I got a lot of seeds for Christmas. We're zone 7A. I will be doing armpits. Armpits are a given. My armpit melon. Yes, but I'm going to back up a generation because this last generation wasn't right. So I have to back up to the generation that was correct and not plant any melons close to them to try to stabilize it. So we're a year behind now with the armpits being stabilized. It takes like 7 or 8 generations. So I participated in a seed swap last year, but I didn't like head one up. I do not want to head one up. I am not organized enough. I know it. It's like everything I have to manage, like the merch on the website and stuff. Are you happy with your metal raised beds? Were they expensive? I am very happy with them. Yes, they are expensive. It's one of those things that you kind of pay up front to not have to worry for 20 years. We had built some raised beds in 2020 as inexpensively as we can because that's all we could do, and they lasted 4 years, and there's giant holes. Like, the soil is just falling out of them. I am gonna plant in them again this year. I don't know. We're gonna just patch it up. I want to replace them with something else, but we also talked about just kind of letting the beds crumble and taking parts and pieces away as they crumble and essentially having an in-ground space over there instead of up in beds, because it'll be all hilled up. Those are 2-foot beds. So, I mean, it could work, and it's supposed to be perennial over there anyway. So I may not worry about it. We'll see. I have something that I'm going to put over there already. I made a commitment not to buy more seeds. It's been so tough. I'm hoping I've got everything. If I can locate my gherkins, that's the only thing I'm not sure if I have the seed for, but I think so. You're participating in freeze-dried February. I think that's how I found your channel initially. Yep. I started recording the video today. I will. Mine is the 6th of February. So I've got to record it now because we will be kidding and it will be a mess and insane. So I'm getting it done now so that it'll be ready for then. Just to post when I'm due to post. Little Creek is here. Where are you? Someone says Little Creek is here. You won! I didn't see. Oh, there you are. Little Creaky, you won the hand warmers. You did. So send me your address in my email. SageAndStoneHomestead@gmail.com. Yeah, you did win. You did. Because it's cold there. -1 feels like -11. I remember that. And these electric hand warmers will help you out. You're a little bit groggy. I apologize. I've been a little off lately too, but I'm just like trying to get organized and get stuff. I'm racing these goats in giving birth. How did you go about choosing your property? It looks beautiful and expansive. Not expensive. It wasn't expensive for what it is. It's 9.21 acres. And honestly, it was literally the only thing that fit our budget, because everything else, my husband has family in Clarksville, the city, one of the cities that's closest to us. And we wanted land in the county where my husband could use a shooting range, or basically have a shooting range in his backyard. That was literally the only requirements we had. I kind of wanted chickens. Okay, that's where I was at. I was like, I could use some chickens. That would be really fun. And this property, everything else was really expensive. There's something about this area where the houses are expensive and falling apart, like full of mold and lots of squatters in them and stuff. I don't know what it is, but this was the right price point and the right minimum qualifications I needed to have at least 2 bathrooms, because there's also a lot of one bathroom houses around here, and I wasn't going to do that. We have 6 people in our family. We need 2 bathrooms. And so we had that. And so it was really just sort of what came about, and we feel really blessed to have it. We wish we had a few more trees. Maybe we wish the ground was a little bit less sapped of nutrients, but we can fix it slowly but surely. That's for sure. Sarah has waist-high raised beds and doesn't have to bend over. That is amazing. Coffee does help, Tater, when you're tired. I don't have that. This is elderflower cordial. I've been loving it warm. To all of you who suggested that I make elderflower cordial, thank you so much. It is so good, like in so many ways, but warm, that's been my favorite. Just put a little bit like this on the bottom and top it off with water. So good. Warm water. -10 Celsius. I am not good at that conversion. Let's see, what, in the teens? Celsius to Fahrenheit. -10. Quick, someone beat me. Yep, 14. Gracious. Show the mugs. Here you go. Oops. These are the mugs that came in. I talked about them earlier. Aren't they pretty? Yeah. You warm your kombucha. I've never thought of doing that. Is it still bubbly? That sounds amazing. How long does it take Nigerian dwarves to kid? They usually go about 145 days. I've had them go a week over before, though. Just gotta watch. I'm sorry, I saw a comment. I'm gonna scroll. Is it a thing for breeders to allow a taste test of raw goat's milk? I tried it before, or like try it before you buy it deal. I really want goats, but I've never tried it. And I know store-bought can taste different from fresh. I wouldn't be against it, like if someone wanted to try our goat's milk, but I will tell you, one goat's milk doesn't taste like the other ones, even if they're eating the same thing. So it might not matter if the goat you're buying is a baby. Like, you could taste their mom's milk, but their dad's influence can have a lot of impact on that. So you could taste it, but it can vary widely. The best tasting milk is when goats have enough cobalt, in my opinion. So good. Thanks, Tater. They are pretty. I'm sure the heat kills off some of the good stuff, but still, you could incorporate warm kombucha every once in a while. That sounds so good. Do I have any hats done? There's one. There's one still on the website. It's red, white, and blue with a white pom-pom. I'm not going to be doing it probably Like we're now hitting the busy season because February is the kidding season and getting ready for the garden. And then March, we're doing a lot. Like I have to plant my tomatoes and peppers and things in February to get them going in time. So I probably won't be making that until next season. It was short-lived. But what are some veggies that are shade living that I could plant in pots on my porch? I have not done a lot of small container gardening. I try with my green stock. I know that a lot of herbs do really well in partial shade. I don't know, is it full shade? Because full shade is a little bit harder. And there might be, like, if you guys know the answer, please put it in the chat because this is not my area of expertise at all. Oh yeah, members do get first pick at stuff on the website, and it did include the mugs, but the mugs didn't have a cap. The mugs, I needed a minimum order, but I didn't have to have a maximum order. Waiting for my cobalt block to arrive. They were hard to find in my area. It's hard for me to find too, and I ordered it online, and it was like $20, but then it was like $30 shipping. It was more shipping than the block itself cost, but it was worth every single penny for the issues that we were having with the way that the milk tasted. But really, it was more than that because the milk tasting bad was just a side effect of the goat not thriving. The goat's milk tasted bad because her body wasn't putting out enough B vitamins. So you could give a B vitamin injection, and I did. But goats really should be producing their own B vitamins in their rumen. And if the bacteria in the rumen don't have the cobalt, they cannot make enough thiamine. And when you don't have enough thiamine, it's a cascade of issues, to include not enough vitamins being in the milk that we drink. And so I was concerned that if my goats aren't, like if anything on my land isn't having the right amount of input, they're not going to be able to give that out to us in like their meat or their milk or whatnot. So it's a big deal, and it's a cascade effect when you're eating off of the land. You got to really think about the inputs. Yes, you can send it in through Discord. You sure can, because I'm there. I get Discord and emails the fastest as far as getting a hold of me. Where's his arm?
It broke.
Where is it?
The socket broke. It's still on my desk. I'm really, really upset.
Okay, baby.
So he's king armless.
Tractor Supply carries the cobalt blocks. You can order them if they aren't keeping up with stocking them. Someone commented that their Tractor Supply wouldn't order it for them. And it might have just been someone that didn't know what they were doing at the Tractor Supply. But I was pretty surprised by that. You might be able to try online, like order it to the store. That's usually an option. And that could bypass anybody that doesn't know what they're doing inside the store, you know. I've seen selenium blocks at the store and like the regular, like the white and the red mineral blocks, but never a cobalt block. Oh no, in Canada, all of our PV Mart and Tractor Supplies are closing. Do you have something that's like farm supply? Sometimes there's no shipping cost to ship to stores. That would cut down a lot because it was a lot of money to have it shipped. But honestly, we go up to Rural King, that area, a couple times a month. I almost never head up to where Tractor Supply is at. So sometimes, now $30 is a lot, but sometimes paying for shipping is worth not having to drive into town when I'm not normally up there to begin with, you know. But $30 is quite a lot. However, it would take just an hour of driving and then running around and whatever. How long did the blocks last you? The first time I had to use a block was this year, and it's about three-quarters of it is left. And so it's lasting a long time. I just picked it up and put it up a little bit higher, and they've started using it more again lately. Sorry, you guys are chatting with each other and I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, thank you, Lisa Gibbs. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Super chat. I haven't gotten one of those before, so I didn't know what happened. Thank you. Maybe I have. I have in a members chat one time. I did. That was a while ago. I appreciate it. That was nice. Yep. So we've got 110 people in here. That's pretty good for me. Especially when I kind of do stuff on the fly. I was just checking my battery because I didn't plan right. That's okay. I'm working on a video to go up on Friday about the new milking area because it's looking really good and it's really exciting. And I realized if I could block certain things off, I could almost use that as a second large kidding stall as well. So really exciting. Have I tried the cobalt capsules? I have not. I have read that they could be easily overdosed on those. So because the block worked so well for me, I think that I'm going to just stick with that unless it appears that I need to go a little bit further. Yeah, we would break the goat birth camera cam maybe. It's a little bit glitchy sometimes, but it is really fun. I like it because it's like other people hanging out and waiting with me, and it's not so boring when the goats are giving birth. So, are you still growing mushrooms? I love that playlist. I watched it twice. Thank you. Yeah, I've got some pink oysters out there and some pearl oysters. I haven't gotten the pinks to fruit yet. They keep trying and then drying up, but it's been too cold. And so, oh, Shell's buying some memberships. Thank you. It's gonna be a fun time. I appreciate it. But yeah, the pink oysters need it to be a little bit warmer than it has been, and so they'll fruit eventually as long as I keep them non-contaminated. So yeah, but the pearl oysters, I had one. It was literally this big, one mushroom. I went outside to get some fresh for dinner, and I literally only needed to use one mushroom, and I was like, oh my goodness, that was amazing. Yeah, thank you very much. Now, when we're done with the live stream, I'll go to the memberships tab and I'll post the Discord link. And regardless of whether or not you keep up the membership, you can always be in Discord once you are a member. So if you feel like joining, that's kind of like a chat room for all of our members and prior members. And there's all kinds of different segments, like one for gardening, one for animals, one for butchery, and everybody's in there all day long chatting and giving advice and asking for advice. There's been a couple things going on where we've been able to help other people with their goats and things, and that's been really nice with their rabbits. So it's a fun time. Did you do the goat butchering video? I did. And it is members only. It's behind that paywall just to protect us from getting censored by YouTube. So I think I could share the link, but then it would block you from seeing it unless you became a member. But all new members, that is available to you now. You might have to search for it. Let me see if I can find it. I don't remember what I called it. Processing? Sometimes it's hard for me to find my own videos. Yeah, there it is. So I can link it. Is there chatting done regarding meat rabbits? All the time. Quite a few people in there raise goats and rabbits. There's a couple people that have sheep, but lots of rabbits, lots of goats, lots of people interested in honeybees. This is that video, the goat processing video, and it should prompt you to get the membership in order to view it. There, yay, I'm glad Lisa was thrown in there. That came through just as I was joining. Wow, good timing. Good timing. Yeah, the goat butchering, that was a labor of love, and I'm very proud of that. Ooh, I just got a cold breeze. I don't know if the door is open. Did you guys have the door open? Oh, that's creepy. That's not a stupid question, hippie soul. Underneath the video, there is a button that says join. On my screen, it is gray. But sometimes on mobile, it doesn't show up. So I can go ahead and link the join thing again. There's like a whole page. Is that right? I don't have any I don't have letters on my thing, so I don't know if I did it right. I'll have to just use the mouse. I took a typing class in high school and I can do it without looking, but if I need it like one letter, sometimes I struggle. Okay, so let me go back to the stream. Yeah, you filled your bottle with tea?
Yeah.
Heather is adorable when she types thanks. I get, when Levi, sometimes we're looking something up on the computer and he's over my shoulder, the way that I have to hit backwards or backspace to fix my typos, not very smooth. There you go. There you go. Show the keyboard. Oh, here it is. It's all worn out and dusty. Isn't it pretty?
Dusty?
And if the light's off, I can't function either.
But
So
there's no letters.
I know there's no letters. I don't need them. Not all the time. Sometimes I wish I could see them. Yours looks like that too. Misty says she's a very good typist until people are hovering or watching. That is how I feel. I'm like, stop looking. I can't function. I really hope, I'm just reading the Feral Farm Girl who wants to do more mushroom foraging. I really hope my wood bluets come back in the garden this year. I had left some, they were underneath the elderberries, and I had left some to just, do the thing and put out their spores and things, and I'm really hoping we see them again. Those came out about the same time as the elderflowers, and I will be keeping my eyes peeled. How did the mugs turn out? Beautiful. Look at how pretty. Isn't that a gorgeous color? On my screen, that is coming up accurate. I don't know if it's coming up, unless you got one. You'll see it when you get it, which they'll ship this weekend. I packed them all today. This one is staying with me because this one has a sharp edge on it, and that's just not nice. So I'm going to hang on to it, but
Keep dropping my baby.
what is that? Oh, a little plastic thing.
Keep dropping
Bless
my
me. Sorry, guys. I got the hiccups now. Where did you get the Dutch pumpkin seeds? From So True Seeds. I'm going to see if they have them. They were out. And they said that they would have some more in March, but they could have gotten them back early. So True seed coming. That's where I also got the chicken and dumplings cowpeas. So let me see if they have them. Dutch. We just fed out the last pumpkins. I've got 2 inside the house, and then that's it. It's kind of weird. Dutch fork. Okay, oh no, they don't. Sorry, they don't. They're sold out still. I'll link it. But they said they'll be back in stock by March, and you can have them notify you when they're available. I planted mine in May. So, in 7A, our first frost, our last estimated frost is around April 9th. First frost is middle to end of October. And we had plenty of time to grow them. I don't know, let me see. 100, oops, nope. I thought it said 100 days, but there's no way. It says that they've been growing in the area of South Carolina for the last 100 years. So, but, let's see, does it say how long? Days to harvest. It says 100 days to harvest. I think a little bit longer than that. At least it was for me. To really ripe. I did pick some that had started to turn that did ripen off the vine. Yes, I did. I planted the pumpkins from seed in May. From seed. Straight into the ground. And then it rained for all spring. It rained very regularly. And I was so spoiled. I only had to water the pumpkin patch twice. I had 3 sprinklers going. It was insane. I have garlic in pots and it started growing. Will it be okay to put outside later? Yeah. I have garlic volunteers that came up from little corms that were left in the soil. They kind of died back with some of the really cold temps that we had, but they'll be okay. Suddenly everything got quiet. Can y'all hear me? I didn't do anything, so I hope. Super excited to start growing tomatoes and peppers and possibly cucumbers on our apartment balcony this spring and summer. We want to start water bath canning while waiting for the future. I love that. I hope you have a south-facing porch or something with really good light. You guys are funny. I keep holding this. My friend Megan made some goat milk lotion. It's beautiful. I don't know if she's selling it. GWP Homestead. And it's so nice. It's been really dry, so I've got my tallow balm as well. But this goes on a little bit smoother and smells a little bit nicer. I like it. I don't think I heard you say how you like the chicken and dumplings cowpeas. I like them just as much as the black eyed peas. Just as much. They grow the same. Unfortunately, my drip irrigation for the chicken and dumplings cowpeas was broken and I didn't know it. So we didn't get to harvest from them as long as I think we should have. So I don't have a ton, but they're just like the black eyed peas in flavor and everything. They're just different color. And the plants were vigorous and healthy and they grew just the same. I really like them. I like all the varieties of cowpeas that I've tried, which has been just regular old black eyed peas, pink eye purple whole peas, and the chicken and dumplings cowpeas, which I trellised all of them. But I guess you can let them ramble on the ground. I've not done that. We did have some issues in the beginning with rodents getting at them, and so I will probably always trellis them because rodents are a thing around here. Do you plan on doing any bulk canning videos or something that you've yet to do, or on something you've yet to do? I don't know, because I don't know that I'm growing a whole lot of stuff that I haven't in years past this year. So, I don't think so.
I'm pinched by my elbow.
I don't do a ton of I don't know, I don't have like big canning days, like big preserving days necessarily. I just sort of do it as it comes in, and it's not like, I don't, usually by the end of the season, that's when I'll have a lot coming in that I'm trying to save from the frost or whatever. But I don't usually plan my videos at all. Like, I kind of have an idea that, okay, I know I'm going to be planting tomatoes, I'll probably video that, but I just kind of show what's going on. I know that sounds boring or whatever, but I don't even know. I know what Friday's video is. If a goat doesn't kid on the weekend, I have no idea what Monday is. I'll figure it out. There'll be a video. Do you plan on making cheese that you haven't made yet? So I've got about 5 gallons that I need to make a cheese from soon. But I'm probably going to do a Colby with it. I don't know. It's like the Colby is so perfect. I don't have a need for anything else. So I don't have any plans for making another cheese type. It's not that I never will, but I really like the Colby. I don't know what Tater's talking about on that one. Do you plan to have new goat babies or old ones you've already had? We will have new goat babies. Do you have a good slice recommendation for canning pickles? I want to use pre-packaged, spice. Do you have a good spice recommendation for canning pickles? I want to not use pre-packaged spices like Mrs. Wages and want the whole spices and herbs. Hold please. I do. Hang on. Yes, my Christmas wreath is still up. My mom gives me grief about that all the time, and so I leave it up until it turns brown, just to spite her. It's a joke that we do. So in this is the ball. My ball blue book looks different than a lot of people's. I don't know if this is like a condensed version or what. But in here there's a recipe for Hamburger Dills. And that is delicious. It uses fresh dill. It's the flowering head that it uses, and mustard, garlic. I thought that bookmark was it. It's not. Where are ye pickles? Hang on. Okay, I've got to look back here. LMNOP-PI. Pickles. Hamburger Dills, page 79. Oh, down here. You ready to screenshot? Hamburger Dills. I don't know if it's going to show up. Right there. Is it showing up? That about the Christmas tree is so rebel. I like it. You're welcome. That's me. I don't follow the rules at all. I'm not a rule follower. I apologize. Okay, so yeah, 4 pounds cucumbers, 6 tablespoons salt, quart plus half cup water, 1 quart vinegar, 5% acidity, 14 heads of fresh dill, which is one of the reasons I haven't had dill coming back in years past, because I've always harvested it for this recipe. 3.5 teaspoons mustard seeds, 14 peppercorns, and pickle crisp. It doesn't call for garlic, but garlic is good in it. Fresh garlic. But yeah, that one, Hamburger Dills. It's really good. My favorite. Oops, it's reversed. I apologize. But I read it, so. But yeah, it's that one. You could probably find it, because Ball has a lot of their recipes online. You're welcome, Colton. Yeah, I don't know how to make the video. I'm using my phone because I could use my camera as a live stream camera. I've never done it before, and I'm not a great tech learner at all. Not good at it. What's everyone having for dinner? I don't know what we're doing yet. I had meant to throw something in the pressure cooker because, you know, you can, the electric pressure cooker, you can put in frozen stuff and set it, and it'll be done in like an hour and a half. Meant to do it, didn't. So we'll see. Make a 14-day sweet pickle. They're delicious. That might be something we try. My kids like bread and butter pickles. Fried chicken. Yum. Chinese tonight. Dang. See, as soon as someone said fried chicken, I thought of KFC, which I really like. And then Chinese. I wonder if there's time to tell Levi he needs to pick something up. Ooh, goodness. The chat's moving. We're having something with ground beef. What's your favorite pumpkin that's both sweet enough for pie and roast up with dinner like you would a butternut? So I've only grown the Dutch fork pie pumpkin as far as like pumpkins go, but I have grown tromboncino, which is very good. It is less sweet than the Dutch fork pie pumpkin, but the Dutch fork is really good roasted as well. I've done that a bunch. We do mashed, roasted, buttered pumpkin. It is so good, especially with like sausage, and then we sprinkle the Colby on top and it melts. Oh my goodness. So yummy. But if you wanted something a little less sweet, tromboncino squash grows really well and tastes very good in all applications. A little bit less sweet. And it also is pest resistant. It'll grow where it's hard to grow because of squash bugs and things. Oh, yum. Sauerkraut and sausage with mashed potatoes. I do have a bunch of potatoes. I could throw something together with potatoes. Yesterday I did some of our cabbages that we harvested out of the greenhouse with some onion and fried that up with some bacon fat. It was really good. And then I put a jar of canned goat in it with some sesame seeds and some Worcestershire sauce. Y'all, that was so good. That was so good. That was yesterday. Some potato filling. I'm scared. She says, look it up. What am I going to get when I Google it? Recipe. Potato and bread filling. I've never heard of that. Pennsylvania Dutch potato filling. How have I not heard of that? I've got Amish friends galore. Granted, we haven't had a lot of like meals with them. We have sat down and had a meal with them once. But Rooted in southeastern Pennsylvania, potato filling is a quintessential side dish most often found in some kind of word, Lebanon. One could describe the starchy side as a dressed up mashed potatoes or the potato version of bread stuffing. That is what it looks like. Do you have an easy sourdough bread strategy? I want to start, but it looks so complicated. Yes. Sourdough does not have to be complicated. Even, like, I love Jess, Roots and Refuge. She had posted her laid back sourdough approach. That was not laid back to me. I was like, girl, you are paying attention to a timer and stuff and like using a scale. And I know that there's a lot of purists that will, and they love that. They love, stretch and folds and things. I'm not there. I can't. So I'm going to share the video that I have on the bread that we have been doing a lot lately, but you can really kind of use the lazier sourdough approach that I do with a different recipe as well. I don't weigh anything anymore. I don't even weigh my starter when I go to like add it to the recipe. I just sort of eyeball it, but I've done it a lot. But even for feeding, I just go for consistency. So I will add in some flour and then some water to the starter. I guess more flour depending on how much starter I have. But then I'm looking for a thick pancake batter consistency. And once it looks like that, I leave it alone. I don't pull out the scale at all anymore. Bread. And I may or may not have shown myself feeding the starter and things in this video, but it's my no weighing, no folding honey whole wheat sourdough sandwich bread that we make with our honey and our lard, but you can do whatever you've got. Where's the chat? Oops, I closed the cat in my bedroom. I gotta grab her. So here's that video. She's crying. Come here. You wanna say hi? Yeah, come here.
She's such a turd.
Oh, no. Oh, Remington. Yeah. This is my inside cat. She's old. She has arthritis, so she's kind of stiff. Yep. Can you say hi to the people? These are different people than you normally talk to. They're here too, but there's more. You guys are seeing all the cats today. Just about. Yeah. She used to really love being held, but not anymore. Have fun, hippie soul homestead. I'm heading out for a second round of rabbit breeding before sundown. I bred Rosette again today. I'm doing a little bit more of an intense breeding schedule than normal because of how rough our start was. So Rosette's kits are about 3 weeks old, and I just put her in with a buck again. And she lifted. It went well. So the move didn't stress her out or anything into the new rabbit tree. You're welcome, E. Cole. Sam Elliott cat. She's purring now. Oh, no, you can't hear it. I had shut the bedroom door. I think the breeze that I felt was our air kicked on, which is so crazy for January. I had felt the cold. I thought the door was open, but it's not cold enough. It's not that cold outside. I guess it would be now since the sun is going down. Yeah, she's a happy kitty. She meowed at me. She probably meowed to come out to eat or something, and then I picked her up. Do you want me to put you down? Say bye. Okay, here you go. I know. Good girl. Okay, so we've been at it about an hour. Any last minute questions? If you have any kind of questions, I try to look at all of the comments. I'm not great about replying to all of them anymore. There's just been a lot of growth, and so it would take a lot out of me to really reply to everybody. But if you have questions that you need answers to, you can email me. And I am looking at my email a few times a day. So that's SageAndStoneHomestead@gmail.com. And for all the members, I do have Discord. And that is a wealth of information on there because there's so many people on there that are doing so many different things with so many different backgrounds in so many different areas. It's really, really nice. That Discord server is everything I hoped it would be. Little Creek is more of an eyeballing it kind of cook. That's how I am too, even with baking. And I know you're not supposed to be like that with baking, but I don't care. It's how I am. I did it this morning. I made muffins, and the muffin recipe called for frozen berries. I don't have that. I have canned berries that had canned in syrup. So I had drained that, but it was still kind of more wet than the frozen berries might be. So I just had to make some adjustments with the amount of milk that went in, and they were delicious. So that worked out. Oh, goodness. Keep leaning on I went to the chiropractor yesterday, but I do have a bad elbow, and if I lean on it, I can feel it. The crimper with the hog rings, that kind of motion, and I've been using that a lot. So, can you show on a video on what to look for, knowing how when a doe is ready to kid? I try to show that pretty frequently, but once we do the next kidding video where I've got one that's actually going into labor, I will. But it can be a little bit tricky because a lot of people will tell you that their ligaments disappear or their ligaments soften up so much that it seems like they disappeared. Not always. I have had them go into labor with their ligaments that are detectable. I've had them pushing with at least one ligament you can still feel. And so that's not the best one for me. To me, it's all about the behavior. Are they acting different? Tori was acting a little bit sketchy a couple days ago. That is going to be in Friday's video. She's calmed down a little bit. She's getting to where she wants to be around me again. It's not like Tori to not want to be around me, but I have also had goats because they say they don't want to eat or whatever. Tempest was gorging her face on hay while in like full-blown labor. About 30 minutes before she kidded, she was eating and acting normally. But I could tell that she was feeling something intermittently, and she was holding her tail a weird way. And a lot of times when they're in labor, like their vulva sucks in. I know that's like probably not a beautiful thought, but you can kind of see back there, like, I think you're having a contraction. You can look at their back end and really tell that that's happening. It's like puckered. We started a ginger bug to make fermented drinks, and it was super easy. You should try it. I really want to plant ginger. Does that one need shade? Because I think that might have been a suggestion for the north side of the barn extension. Does ginger need shade? I don't normally have to look this up because I have full sun. Yes, ginger can grow in shade, and it prefers partial shade or morning sun. In fact, too much sun can burn ginger leaves. We have too much sun everywhere else. So, I would love to grow my own ginger. They have a lot of ginger at the Amish store all the time. You'll need to be a member to see the kidding live stream. The kidding videos I will have out for the public that I take with my camera. This guy. This is my camera. It is covered in milk. That's what that is. There are blue spots. This is the GoPro Hero 12, and it has blue spots, but some of them are milk. Where do you buy your sprouting seeds? Mum's Sprouting Seeds in Canada. I'll link it. MUMMS. Sprouting.com. Very easy. This place is amazing. Bulk. I have gotten them from So Right Seeds before too, but they come in little seed packets. It's fine, but when you're really wanting to get into it and be more like economical and spend less and have a lot more variety, I like Mum's for sure. You start it indoors like I have. Cool. I'm going to pick your brain on that later. Because I might get some ginger this Friday. Be truthful now. That was where you was going to video udders and got pooted on. This isn't poot. This is milk. I just took a video milking yesterday. So that's what happened. That's milk. Because I'm a mess. Y'all. Guys, what are we having for dinner?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Papa John's pizza.
Yeah, we like Papa John's.
Oh my goodness, there's so many. Mind the door.
There we go.
Man, I just punched the door.
So guys, there. What's left is part of the camera. When I first got the camera in, I was concerned because it looked like it got smashed down into the gravel, but I don't know. They made it flecked. Yeah, Tater, I did. It's milk. It's milk from yesterday.
If you weren't talking about, I almost fell back.
What, buddy?
If you weren't talking about, like, food out, I'd probably pick eggs.
Where's the mask? Where'd it go?
It's somewhere, but the
Okay.
glue does not stick well.
I know, that's what you get for Five Below.
I still don't care. I put like a headlamp string instead. I just cut the string off and use that. It does work.
Tater's trying to get a rise out of you guys. Don't worry. Tater's a class clown for all the new people. He's not serious.
Wait, the what?
Sometimes he is. Right now he's not. Tater is being funny yet. It's not living if it's not messy. Amen. Amen. The hair's not cooperating lately. At all.
I live in a submarine.
So I think...
But not a yellow.
Oh, thank you, Jam Wilson. There.
I don't have hands.
I think I need to figure out dinner for these hooligans. I'm sure that Levi is on his way home and I don't have a dinner plan. But I think that slicing up some of these potatoes, putting them in the oven, making some home fries, and then, so I have canned rabbit and I've done fritters before. That is so good. Fritters are delicious. And then I bought a thing of iceberg lettuce from the store. My lettuce in the greenhouse, it like quit growing. I don't know. It's like, is there too much nitrogen? Is there not too much nitrogen? So I'm excited to do the soil test to figure it out. Because the lettuce really isn't moving in a way where I felt like it should if there's a lot of nitrogen. So we'll see. It doesn't count if you don't make a mess. At least sometimes it's so true. Do you have raised rabbit similar to canned? Do you use the rabbit similar to canned salmon for the fritters? Exactly like that. Exactly like that. Bon appetit. To be well, everyone. Congrats again on the new members and Little Creek. Yes. Congrats, Little Creek. I'm so excited that you were here to see that you won. That's always fun. I wasn't sure if you answered this. Were there any extra of the good mugs? There's 2, but I'm gonna print out all the labels first because when I had ordered them, I went through and counted, like just with my finger, about how many I needed to order, and I ordered extra just in case some broke or whatever, because they allow a 10% margin for error. Like some of them can break, and they still consider your order fulfilled. So I wanted to order extra just in case that happened. So I want to print out all the labels and get everything done before I decide how many extras I really have, just in case I miscounted. Because that would be on par for me. I'm a little bit scatterbrained and disorganized. I really am. I'm doing my soil test. It's nothing fancy. It's one of those little like $7.99 NPK and pH tests. Nothing fancy. I saw someone had said Epic Gardening had a soil test kit. I couldn't find it. I'm one of their affiliates. I couldn't find it. So that's what I was gonna do. Don't know where it went. So I'm gonna go. You guys enjoy your evenings. I will see you guys again on Friday. Sorry I got things screwed up with the videos this week, but I just didn't have anything going on last week and really wanted to make sure that I got in the video showing the bunnies moving over and stuff, and we had to kind of wait for Levi to be home and things for that, but have a good evening, you guys. It was great having you. We've already got our winner. You guys already know about the mugs, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys. Bye.
What do you think?